Okay, so I'm watching this video because it will actually, should I say, actively affect me because obviously I live in Australia, so we're gonna see what the heck the government is doing. Because gotta be honest, I have zero clue. I look at nothing to do with our government. Gotta be honest, I know more about America
So
than
things
here.
are getting even
Yeah.
more disturbing in all the recent regulations that various governments are trying to enact on their people to enable
Yes, with like yeah, with the IDs, like ID to use Spotify, which is flipping insane. But ID to use YouTube, ID to use like everything, and it looks like here ID to use Google or Apple. Wait, wait. Let me just play. Wait, what?
them to remove your anonymity online and track what you're doing, requiring you, demanding you to submit things like facial scans, banking
Yeah, it's
information, credit card
dumb.
information to use websites. And this seems to all be getting rolled out and very quickly escalating more and more. And this is
Yeah,
another example of that right here.
it's so.
Breaking. Senator
Oh my
Roberts reveals
god.
e-safety commissar has required from December 2025 that Australians be required to ID in order to use Apple and Google Maps. So no, this is
Uh,
not about stopping children from accessing adult websites. They are, according to
yeah,
this,
because we all know there's porn on Google. I can't even say that seriously. Like, bro, I mean, obviously sometimes there's some like creepy, weird stuff, but that's stuff you actually have to actively look for, right? Obviously, there's like subreddits and stuff for it. Um, but maybe that's what they're basing it off. Obviously, there's some like obviously subreddits where you can see some like get coordinates, see some creepy stuff or something, but it's like,
requiring
what?
Australians to submit their ID to use Apple and Google Maps.
Man, a fucking bad time to be Australian. Shit.
Giving government real-time location tracking as
Huh, I didn't. Okay, I didn't read the last part. Giving government real-time location tracking as well as live user verification via camera for access. Great. So people already are like already freak out with like Apple or something like looking at you through your camera. Now it's actually going to be happening. Uh, wait, they've probably seen something.
well as live user verification via camera for access.
I think that should be illegal. Live user. No, why? I sort of. Don't worry. I thought that was something different.
As well as live user verification via
It
camera
just feels like more
for
a bigger,
access.
bigger
And so,
breach
in
of
the 5 minute
privacy
clip
at
that
this
we're about to
point.
watch, we have Senator Roberts in Australia essentially calling out the commission who's trying to put forth these regulations. And he does make some good points, in my opinion, which you'll see in just a second as we go through the clip
Okay.
together. And it's also just funny seeing the e-safety commission getting called out like this. You can tell that there's
I
some
mean,
people who would
I'm
like not like being
interested to
called
see what
out
he's
like
gonna
this,
say.
right? They want to control the agenda. They're probably not happy with this guy coming up here
Hey,
and saying,
you hate our laws? Censored.
uh,
Medical weight loss is not
Like,
cheating.
oh
It's
my
actually the
lord, bro,
smartest
this
way
is
to lose weight.
just
For decades, you've been told that
getting out of
the
control.
stuff that you're about to see.
Like,
I guess without further ado, here's the clip.
the abuse of power right now is actually insane.
Thank you. And I thank Senator Babet for this motion, which One Nation supports. In the recent election, One Nation campaigned against government overreach. The Internet, search engine, services online, safety code for Class 1A and 1B material is a textbook case of government overreach. The e-safety commissar rejected the original code from the search industry, which was based on their knowledge of what was technically achievable. Instead, her office produced their own mandatory code with stronger provisions which are seriously flawed. The code is designed to regulate the search industry to stop children accessing harmful material, including online pornography and material showing high impact violence or self-harm.
Which does technically like make sense, but I feel like it's not the job of like anyone but the parents to do. Like, if you're allowing your child to look at that stuff, you're just a shitty parent. I mean, but I think everyone has that same opinion who actually has the same brain. So I'm not saying anything new, am
Worthy
I?
cause, yet with dangerous implications. To achieve this, every search engine must include robust age verification. In practice, This brings search engines and similar sites under the purview of the Identity Verification Services Act and the
Like, obviously, there's already like a safe search feature, right? Which the parents can enable. Okay, this is one thing. It's a little bit off track, but it has something to do with YouTube. Obviously we would know like YouTube is trying to tailor, like, obviously you can't swear. Obviously they like lifted one of those rules that we saw from RT Games video. But they always like try to make YouTube better for kids and that. But I'm like, bro, what's the point of YouTube Kids at this point? Like, why do you make a separate like app for YouTube Kids if you gotta tailor the other one to YouTube Kids instead? Like, bro, normal YouTube is more tailored to kids than YouTube Kids because Jesus Christ, the stuff on there's insane.
social media.
Sorry, that was a bit of a rant, but I had to talk about that.
Legislation that was passed for social media and is now being extended to internet search without...
Oh yeah, I forgot about that bill. I remember I watched Asman's video about that.
further reference to Parliament or any justification for doing so. Google or Bing search, as well as sites like TinEye, stock photo sites, YouTube, Vimeo, Rumble, and bizarrely, Google Maps and Apple Maps will now require proof of age for every user.
So they weren't even trying to like explain this. They're just trying to like subtly roll this through, hoping no one notices.
Oh, my!
Oh yeah, we're protecting kids, and we're gonna do all this other stuff too. Hopefully no one notices, and hopefully no one says anything about it.
A trial of age verification software last year actually failed. It wasn't possible to tell age accurately. It can detect that someone is a child, yet not whether they are 15 or 16, making the technology...
Yeah, because I feel like at that point, it's really hard to tell if someone's like 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Like, I feel like I'm about to 18 because, gotta be honest, bro, when I changed from like 16 to like 18, I look at the mirror, I'm like, I just look like the same person. I'm like, I just look like the same person. It's really difficult to like get like an accurate reading from just a picture. Like,
pointless.
I mean, it's good of him to criticize it, but obviously it's also gotten knowing if it's a child or not wrong too, not just the age itself.
Oh yeah, people be like, well, they're using like, for like the UK like rollout of this. Though, I saw they were using like a character from a game to bypass the verification. I think it's like that is so flawed. Like, it doesn't even know if it's taking a picture in the real world or in-game world. That's terrible design.
The only way to establish age is with biometric data, a face scan with photo ID. As I've already spoken about, age verification for holding an account does not work without...
But the thing is, I feel like that still won't work because, like, yes, getting the facial features and stuff in your face. Bro, people look younger than they are. People look older than they are. Like, you have, like, 14-year-olds who probably look like 16, 17, 18-year-olds, and you have, like, 20-year-olds who look like they're fucking, like, probably 16. Like, I feel like it just doesn't work, like, for those group of people. Like, everyone looks a different age than they actually are.
To ensure the person who signed into the browser is still the person using it.
Like, I bet you could probably guess. I mean, gotta be honest, you could probably guess his age.
I don't know why I never thought about that before.
Wait, let me.
Without continuous facial age verification for holding an account does not work without continuous facial scanning to ensure the person who signed into the browser is still the person using it.
Yeah, true, because you could just get like your older brother or sister to like scan their face and then give it back to the younger brother or sister. I actually didn't. Yeah, I didn't think about that. That is a bypass because, well, a sibling would do what siblings do and help out their brothers.
That's a fair point. I don't know why I never thought about that before.
Yeah,
if the search engine detects a face it does not recognize, again through continuous scanning, search engines must show only child-friendly material.
I mean, yeah, that.
Yeah, that I feel like if you're constantly verifying, it's pretty much just like a live recording at that point, and that feels like it's just a massive breach of privacy.
Point alone kind of defeats a lot of the arguments that the people like trying to roll all this out on use. It's like, okay, you got the scan, but you can't guarantee that person
So this bill has already passed, right? Like it's already going to take effect like from December.
is still the one using that anyway. So it's all pointless. It's all pointless.
This ensures every person will
Of course, the ultimate point was them just collecting this data and spying on people anyways, but
Yeah.
that is kind of funny too.
need to provide biometric data to access one of these services or only see the child-friendly results. So I'll say that again. This ensures every person will need to provide biometric data to access one of these services. These extreme measures have a point to them. Every user of any platform that disseminates accurate information the government doesn't like can now be regulated.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like he was getting at, they could just keep escalating it. Going
Oh,
from,
you go against my worldviews? Well, too bad, man.
a one-time verification to every 15 minutes we need you to submit this biometric data so we can be sure that you're really the same one
That'd be so
who
annoying.
initially
Every 50
provided
minutes, I have to
it.
click a button.
Or what if they take it even further than that and they're like, to use this website or this app, you need to allow your camera to be on so we can continually scan your face. There's way too many floodgates.
That just sounds horrible.
Hitting your goals has nothing to do
Like,
with distance.
literally
real
the
culprit
fear
is
that people have
friction,
been
and it
having-
slowly erodes your
Like,
progress.
the
Unless-
fear people have been having about people spying on them through cameras is coming true. Like, even if it, like, I mean, probably there's someone looking at me that, I'm recording right now. Of course there's someone looking at me through the camera. But, like, I mean, obviously there's probably already people looking at you through the camera, but this is going to guarantee it now.
Material taken down in the name of keeping us safe. Censorship. Any link, anywhere in the world. What a power to have. How long before any post critical of the government gets taken down as dangerous?
Yeah, we're already seeing that happening too. I mean, a lot of examples of this. I'm going to instantly just cite like Reddit as an example. You know, if you say certain things that criticize certain politicians that the hive mind on Reddit wants to prop up, they get those, not just those posts removed, they've gotten like entire subreddits removed for that too.
The person gets a police visit.
Reddit's
which is happening right now in the United
Although if you really look at Reddit, this point is Beyblade stuff. Like, I don't go on it like any other subreddit or other stuff. But if you know, you know. But yeah.
Kingdom under very similar laws.
Or that, which is obviously even worse. Like the Reddit stuff is bad enough, but like actually having the cops show up to your door is crazy. Is crazier. And I've talked about that a few days ago with that Telford woman who was the victim and gave her testimony.
The code includes specific provisions which have no relevance to the core mission of the e-safety officer. Like item 12, a search engine provider must take reasonable steps to identify a reputable organisation to provide information on eating disorders to become an eating disorders crisis intervention partner, including the provision of a hotline which the search engine must promote.
So I was just thinking, like obviously, like people like obviously, it's like one of the arguments like help with this is like instead of like verifying every time you enter, do a one-time verification like for your whole phone or your whole device, so everything you enter. But then that still, but obviously that still counteracts the point that he made, like which is like they can just give it to someone else. It's like
results. Remember, search results include maps and AI. Hey Siri, show me a map of Brisbane. Sure, Malcolm. Here's the map, and I put our eating disorder crisis prevention partner on there for you. That's how this thing is written. If it's not written, if it's not the intention, well, that's what happens when the government walks away from industry consultation and writes the code.
I thought he was going to say, sorry, if you want to look at this building in Brisbane, are you 16? Just to clarify, this building has glass on it, and a person younger than 60 might look at that glass and go, damn, I need to cut myself. You know, so you got to make sure, you know, make sure you're 16 so you can look at a building made of glass.
The e-safety commissar is there to protect
literally where it's gotta
children
go.
from
I mean,
violent
that's where it
material
already
exploitation,
is.
not eating disorders. The framing of that section begs the question, who will be the next crisis prevention partner? We do have a hint. Item 22, a search provider must engage annually with safety and communication organisations such as civil society groups, public interest groups and representatives of marginalised communities and academics to inform their measures. A search engine provider knows what child exploitation and violent material looks like. They don't need academics to tell them. This provision provides a clear power for the e-safety commissar to declare a social issue.
The parents
as
should
harmful
know
to
what it looks
children.
like too, by the way.
If not, what's it doing here? This code is designed to formalise the process of taking down links to any messaging which the e-safety commissar deems wrongthink under the guise of that information being harmful, as they did during COVID, often for material that was later shown to be factual. When is the Liberal Party going to wake up to this agenda and stand up for everyday Australians instead of walking in lockstep with the Albanese government's communist agenda? One Nation would repeal this code, sack the e-safety commissar, repeal the digital ID bill and return the Office of E-Safety to its core job of taking down material that's child abuse and exploitation, revenge porn and overly violent. A job it has done well before this e-safety
Senator
commissar...
Roberts, your time has expired. Senator Antic.
Holy smokes. And that's another great point there he said at the end really quick. There is like horrible, explicit, terrible stuff out there that does exploit children and, you know, terrible stuff like that. You know what I'm talking about. And he mentioned how the E-Safety Commission, to their credit, had gone after stuff like that in the past. But now, for whatever reason, let's divert time and resources to all this other nonsense instead. So let me know what you guys think about that stuff. Obviously, I am not an expert in Australian politics or even a journeyman or whatever the word would be. So I'm very limited in like what I can read.
Wait, I fear the YouTube ban will make my child less safe. Wait. If my understanding is correct, they said that my daughter would not be able to have a YouTube account, but will be able to access YouTube not logged in. At the moment, the account that we have for a daughter, A, limits content, B, removes advertising. She can only access YouTube without an account. Then won't she still be then won't she still be subject to the content and adverts? Yeah. True, that actually, I mean, this actually makes sense. Yeah, wait, well, yeah, what's the point though? They're still gonna be saying the same shit. Actually, they're gonna be, if you're not logged in, they're gonna be showing things that you don't want to be, like, you don't want.
Simply comment
well.
on from that clip, but there were still, regardless, a number of points that he made
Makes
that I
sense.
think were very reasonable criticisms of all of these policies and regulations that Australia and other governments are trying to enact. And that takes me to the subreddit for Australia, or our Australians specifically. And this post that I also thought was rather interesting, it says, I fear the YouTube ban will make my child less safe.
I actually get to on Reddit, I actually get some recommendations for the subreddit.
And this post that I
They have
also
big
thought was rather
spiders and
interesting
shit.
says, I
It's
fear
all
the
there
YouTube
is.
ban will make my child less safe. And quick context
Well, I'm
on
not
that,
lying.
you might recall this article we read here on the channel 6 days ago in a part of a different video where Reuters had the headline, Australia widens teen social media ban to YouTube, scraps exemption. And the bullet point saying, Prime Minister tells parents we have your backs. Ban set to take effect in December. Other sites objected to YouTube's exemption. And after we read the rest of that Reddit post from the concerned parent pointing out issues with this ban, we'll watch this clip. Because while I read the article before, I didn't watch this clip. So that sounds like it could be interesting. It's only
Jesus
2.5
Christ.
minutes long. And before we get to that, though, let's go back to that Reddit post from the concerned parent who's pointing out issues with this new regulation. If my understanding is correct, they said that my daughter will not be able to have a YouTube account, but will be able to access YouTube not logged in. At the moment,
That
the
does sound
account that
dumb.
we have for my daughter, A, limits content, B, removes advertising. If she can only access YouTube without an account, then won't she be subject to all content and adverts? I don't understand how this makes sense. And the top response here reads, yes, that's how it works. The ban removes your child's ability to have an account, but still allows them to watch logged out. That means no parental filters, no ad-free viewing, and no watch history for you to check.
Wow. That makes it better.
No parental filters? Oh, we're trying to keep kids safe. Let's stop parents from having parental filters. You shouldn't rely on them. You should just rely on us, the government. Trust us. We're here.
But all the government's doing, they're not even banning anything. They're not even, like, restricting anything. Like, unless they have it just, like, YouTube makes it so if you're not logged in, you don't get shown certain content. But that'll be, like, a widespread thing and not just for children.
To protect you. YouTube
That's what
Kids
they will
is an
have to
option,
do
but
if they
it's
wanna
only
roll
designed
this
for
shit
children up to
properly.
around 12 years old, with a limited content library and no interaction features. Teens above that age will be pushed into anonymous viewing, where you lose nearly all control. Alternatives that YouTube might figure out how to restrict: use a parent account in your name to keep filters active, use browse filters or parental control apps for extra protection. Experts have pointed out that this law removes safer tools instead of improving them. Wonderful. All right, that takes us back here.
Imagine being able to build anything just by thinking about
Hold
it.
up.
Meet Base
I want you to
44.
read the
Instead
this
of-
one. You come out and say, oh
Improving them.
yeah.
Wonderful.
If you haven't seen that video, it's like the crazy shit on YouTube. I watched Asmongold react to it. There's some wild stuff.
All right, that takes us back here to Reuters. Let's roll the clip.
I don't think that content is even made for freaking adults. Like, shouldn't be allowed for
Importantly,
adults.
following advice from the E-Safety Commissioner, young people under the age of 16 will not be able to have accounts on YouTube.
Australian Prime Minister Anthony Albanese said on Wednesday that the government will include YouTube in its world-first ban on social media for teenagers. This reverses an earlier exemption.
I heard apparently Google like wants to sue the Australian government for like having like a law against under 16-year-olds using Google or something. Apparently Google wants to sue.
and could prompt a legal challenge. The decision followed the internet regulator's call to overturn YouTube's exclusion
Why are you putting it in all caps? What's wrong with you?
after a survey showed 37% of minors reported seeing harmful content on the site.
Oh yeah, we have this survey, guys. Just trust it. Now we have to regulate this stuff and demand your ID, and even demand your ID for.
And what do they classify as harmful, by the way?
That.
The highest among social media platforms. Australian Commission
Oh, and we need to take away your parental controls. Trust us, it's gonna make things
I mean,
better.
obviously
We're
there
the
was this whole,
government,
like-
we're here to help.
Like the cleaning, the house cleaning stuff, which obviously.
Minister Anika Wells
As well.
emphasized the government's commitment
I know that came to mind. I
protecting
remember.
children online.
Was that Jake
We are
Jones video on
implementing
that?
these rules and this law on behalf of parents who want and deserve better protections for their kids online.
So,
God, Christ! I really think it was a fucking retarded Karen, bro. Just yeah, there's just bro. Like this, just like I'm sorry. I'm like malfunctioning, bro. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm a Nepha. Fucking Jesus Christ! After fighting a bunch of freaking automatons, bro. Oh my god, like. I can't even think properly at this point. Like, the parents just... It's not hard. I mean, I guess it is apparently hard to watch over your kids. Like, just watch over them. Look what they're doing. Tell them no. Like,
better approach is making it so parents can't use parental controls anymore and instead have to rely on the government to do everything. I mean, the jokes just write themselves. This has to be one of the worst ways they could have went about this, and it must be intentional in my opinion. What's scary is that there might actually be a number of Australian parents, and I'm not saying all Australian parents are like this, I'm saying there might be some out there who are fully supportive of this. They think like, I don't want to have to deal with those parental controls. Maybe they're too complicated, or it's just too
I
much
can't wait.
responsibility for me.
I can't wait.
Yes, daddy government. I'm just going to have you deal with parenting my kid.
We want kids to know
I mean, they already do that. They already have YouTube parenting them, their kids. So.
who they are before platforms assume who they are, which is why I want to be clear
What, so you want to assume who they are by doing biometric scanning? You want to assume because it's not accurate.
about YouTube. The evidence cannot be ignored that 4 out of 10 Australian kids report that
That's under half. That's the minority, bro.
their most recent harm
Just let them off. Stop joking.
was on YouTube.
That was a joke.
What does that even mean exactly?
Yeah, most recent harm. Like, yeah, like... Are you talking about someone, like... I don't even know, like, what, boxing matches? Oh my god, no. Like, okay, are they gonna ban sports because people punch each other in those? Like, are they gonna ban sports off TV? Like, are they gonna ban, I don't know, what else? Are they gonna ban, like, like what was it, Nightmare Kitchen or whatever, because Gordon Ramsay yells at people. Like I got a bit like. Why aren't they banning things like Love Island and stuff? Because they're thinking of just random TV shows at this point. That that can't be for children, can it?
Most recent harm.
The decision broadens the ban set to take effect in December and will now block YouTube accounts for under 16s. But parents and teachers can still show videos to minors. Last year, a decision was made to examine.
There was something, I forgot what it was. Like, well, it's like I was saying I was like 18, and then it wasn't allowed me because it was saying I wasn't 18, even though I was putting like my year and everything in, and I'm 19. It's like this just wasn't letting me in. I forgot what that was for.
YouTube from the social media ban due to its popularity with teachers. Since then, other banned platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and
I mean, there is. That got me thinking. Is like obviously there is like a lot of things that the school bans. Like obviously schools ban a lot of things. I remember, I like instead of like doing work and shit, I always like to go to like the Apple website and like compare things because obviously tech is cool. And then I'm not lying. At one point, the Apple website got banned. I got the Apple website banned at our school because I went on it so much. I'm pretty sure I was the reason because you go on Samsung and stuff. Oh my god, I remember that. I just remember one day. I think they unbanned it as well after a little bit. I was like,
to examine
I
YouTube
remember
from the
that. That was
social
funny.
media ban due to its popularity with teachers. Since then, other banned platforms like Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and TikTok have complained. They said YouTube is similar to their platforms, allowing user interaction and algorithm-based content recommendations. YouTube says it should not be classified as social media because its main activity is hosting videos.
I mean, yeah, I don't see it as. I mean, I feel like you don't. I mean, YouTube, I don't really see it as much as like a social media platform. It's more of like a, because you're not socializing on there, right? Like there's no chat room. There's no like ability to like call people, ability to like message people. None of that. So it's just a video sharing website, like kind of like a streaming service in a way.
Reversal renews conflict with Alphabet, YouTube's
But anyone can
parent
post
company,
anything.
which
Well, not
threatened
anything.
to pull some Google services from Australia in 2021 over a law requiring it to pay news outlets for content appearing in searches. Last week, YouTube told Reuters it had urged the government to uphold the integrity of the legislative process. Australian media said YouTube threatened a court challenge, but YouTube did not confirm that. The law passed in November 2024 requires social media platforms to take reasonable steps to block under 16s or face fines of up to about $32 million. The government has said that the results of an age-checking report due
say
this
$32
month will guide how the ban is enforced.
Something else crazy is how the other day I also talked about how in the UK, the Office of Communications was applying similar things to social media platforms. For example, here from The Telegraph, they had said, the law, referring to the Online Safety Act, which regulates online speech, allows the British government to levy massive fines on companies like Apple, Truth Social, and X if it finds that rules on hate speech have been broken.
Well, that's what is the thing is. It's a fucking UK here. What do they think is hate speech? Oh, you are dumb. Prison for 5 years. like, what are they gonna do with like voice chats and games? Like, what? What if I go onto like Fortnite, go into a squad, tell someone to fuck off or shut the fuck up? Am I gonna go to jail for that at one point? Like,
Even going on to say, under the law, social media giants face fines of up to 18 million euros, or roughly 24 million USD when converted, or 10% of their annual revenue, if they fail to remove content deemed harmful from their platforms. Again, very
this is
reminiscent of what we just discussed
such a
and
deep
watched
rabbit hole at this
regarding what's
point.
going on in Australia. So around the same time, you got these two countries both pressuring these platforms in similar ways. Is the timing coincidental? Let me know what you
Australia,
think.
UK, what's the
And
fuck's
that's
the
where
difference
I'm
at this
going
point?
to leave this one. But as always, thank you for tuning in. And if you enjoyed my coverage, please consider liking and/or subscribing. It truly helps out, and I appreciate it. I'll see you here and then in the next one, which should be tomorrow.
Man, I can't wait for my fucking Christmas present. Going onto Google Maps and going, "Are you 16?" I cannot wait for that. Oh man, that's gonna be the best. That's gonna be the best Christmas present I've ever had. Jesus Christ. Like, yeah, I don't even know what to think. Yeah, I hope everyone did enjoy this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't. Yeah, I just think this is stupid. It's fucking dumb. It's fucking retarded. It's fucking fuck. Yeah, I don't know what to say at this point. Oh, it's like, it's just terrible. And obviously what Collector Shout's doing with like Visa and MasterCard and stuff is also fucking terrible. Pretty much the same exact shit. Same, different problem, to be honest. I just want everyone to do whatever the fuck they want in the legal limits. And yeah, I guess see you on the next one. Peace.